Lovely. Another beautiful day. I just want to let you guys know that on August 13th, I'm coming out with a new album that's all instrumentals. And it's the instrumental version of my album Shakes Faves. It hits me that, I spend like hours on an instrumental. Then I hit record and I freestyle for like 3 or 5 minutes. And I'm done. I put all this energy into my instrumentals, but I don't showcase the instrumentals. I put these like okay lyrics over it, and I just do it in one go. And no, not a perfectionist, but I put so much energy into my instrumentals, and I just really like making beats. And that's how I started my music. So I realized that I can start putting out instrumentals of all my released albums. So I'm going to backlog them, and they're going to be an album release for the next every Friday for a while. And there's going to be instrumentals plus what I'm working on new. So right now I'm working on one called Trans Sorority, and that's going to be like my I'm already out, but like my coming out album. But I'm also going to be doing the instrumental versions of all my old albums, plus all the albums from this present day on going forward. I'm going to put an instrumental album of every album I put out. Plus, I will be making instrumental albums that are solely instrumental. And that's going to be a whole different idea I had where, I take music that only my patrons have access to. And out of every 50 songs I put on Patreon, I'm going to pick 25 and make a Patreon album. So it's kind of going to be like my version of the Now albums. You guys remember the Wow albums? Or the Wow, Now. I think they did both. And the Greatest Hits album, you know how those used to be back in the CD days, where it was like Greatest Hits 2019. They don't do that probably anymore, but like they had Greatest Hits 2000s, Greatest Hits 95, Now 95, Wow 95. But that's going to be like my version. It's going to be my greatest hits of the Patreons. I'm call it Patreon Volume 1, Patreon Volume 2, Patreon Volume 3, and so on and so on. But this video is the new process of putting out instrumental albums. So I have a lot of old albums that I need to do first, because I'm going to try to do them in order until I'm completely caught up. So whenever I release a new album, I'll be releasing 2 albums at the same time. The album with the lyrics and the album without the lyrics, which is just the instrumental. But until then,